didn't abandon you, they'll be back.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, no, I'm good. Thanks.
What do you mean to sit here all day? You're gonna keep the caffeine going?
I got like a 5-hour energy shot sitting over at my desk. It's probably gonna be about 9 o'clock when I get home tonight. So.
If you'd like to reports at the end of the day, like summarizing everything? Or at the end?
Trying to.
Yeah.
Trying to, just because
Because I'd like to make
sheer
the day
volume.
that much longer.
Yeah, so I said, you guys are gonna get out of here and go do your thing, and I can sit down at my desk, and I started carving out the first interview yesterday, at 8 o'clock last night. And, yeah, we're trying to get this as fast-tracked as possible, so everybody can keep moving.
Do you have a speech-to-text program?
I do, and I've played with it. It's helpful, but you end up, I think, spending almost as much time when you go back to double check everything and put spaces in and do spell checks and things like that. Just using Windows native one, but yeah, I've done it. Especially when one of my guys is on the other side of the cubicle, because I don't noise the shit out of him. So I'll sit there and dictate, and he'll sit there and go, you know, paragraph, period, comma, knock it off. So. All right.
We're rolling.
We're on.
We sort of have a canned speech we're giving everybody. My name's Scott Gardner. I'm a detective sergeant with the City of East Cleveland. I'm attached to the Major Crimes Unit over there. The most important thing is that you understand this is not, we are not conducting an internal investigation. We're conducting the criminal investigation. Nothing is to you at all. We're investigating the incident. Nobody's here judging you. Nobody's going to be looking at any differently at you. Okay, we're just trying to figure out what happened. Obviously, other people have come in. I can only stress, try to be as honest as you can. If you don't know something, just say, I don't know. It's better for you to say I don't know than us to run into inconsistencies later, right?
I'm John Sarai. I'm with BCI.
Okay.
Been doing this for a while. I've been doing officer-involved shootings about 15 years. Okay. We are technically assigned as the lead agency, and our policy is when we do these, this is criminal. You're going to be given your Miranda warnings. It doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It just means that you have all rights and protections the same as everybody else. If at any time you have a question, ask us. If you have a moment that you figure you want to talk to these guys first, it's not a problem to step outside before we come back. All right? We're not going to sit here and point our fingers in your face and yell and scream and throw tantrums or anything like that. When we get into these, please don't take the questions personally. Some of the questions we're going to ask are to elicit more detail and have you articulate things a little bit farther. There are a couple questions that we admit are eye rollers. You know, it's like, you're really asking me this, and yeah, we are, because we just need the answers from you.
Okay.
Okay, it's not because we think you're dumb or incompetent. It's just we're going to ask you this because we need to ask you this. We're asking everybody.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Having said that, I'm going to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to consult with an attorney and have an attorney present during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be provided to you before questioning at no cost. Do you understand these rights?
Yes.
Having them in mind, do you wish to speak to me?
Yes.
Right. Let's start up. What's your name?
My name is Brian Sabolik.
Spell the last name for me.
S-A-B-O-L-I-K.
Brian, what's your address? What's a good number to get you at? Your cell number? Your date of birth? All right. First question, how you holding up?
Tough sleeping at night, a little bit, but
What's your current assignment there at CPD?
2nd District Patrol.
How long you been for working for CPD?
About 5 months now, a little over.
Worked anywhere else?
No,
What shift are you on?
2nd shift,
What are the hours of that?
2:30 to 12:30.
2:30 in the afternoon, 12:30 at night?
Yes.
And what are your days off?
They kind of alternate. We're on 10-hour shifts, so
What were your days off on the?
I was just starting a five-day stretch, so that was my Monday, the day of the shooting.
So you were off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yes.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday.
Monday,
Monday,
Tuesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Who's your supervisor?
I have a few different ones.
Who's your immediate? Who would you go to ask for a day off or something?
There's a few different
It
ones.
would be your road boss the day of the event.
Sergeant Chetnik, Sergeant Lockwood. They were.
Before we go much farther here, 5 months you still working with an FTO then?
Yes.
Okay. And who is your FTO?
Mike Farley.
You working in any extra duties, details, part-time?
Not allowed yet.
Day of the incident, how were you feeling? Sick, flu, sneezing, coughing, rested?
No, I felt fine.
You take any drugs, whether they be prescribed or over the counter? You wear glasses or contacts?
No, I do not.
I see that you've come here in your uniform today. Is that how you're dressed the day of?
Yes.
Do you wear exterior vest or?
Yes, I do.
Let's talk about your duty belt. What do you have on your duty belt?
I have my ASP, my ASP radio holder, my gun, and 2 sets of cuffs.
What about on your vest?
On my vest, I have my taser, pepper spray, 2 magazines, and a flashlight holder.
Do you have a backup weapon that you carry?
No, I do not.
Carry any type of personal recording device, whether it be audio or video? Let's talk about your car. What kind of car were you in?
Crown Vic?
Crown Vic? It's a marked cruiser.
Yes.
Do you know what the car number is?
232.
And what was your call sign for that evening?
2 Adam 24.
2 Adam 24?
Yes.
And your car, who was, is your FTO, I'm assuming, was in your car? Or?
Yes. He was the driver.
You have in-car dash camera or anything like that? Everything in the car, you got lights and sirens?
Yes.
Those were both working that night? Anything else wrong with the vehicle? MDT, radio?
Not that I was aware of.
While we're on the subject of the radio, what channel were you guys on?
Channel 2.
Channel 2?
Yes.
At any point did you deviate from channel 2? Did you switch channels or anything? Let's talk about training. You got anything, any specialized training like SWAT? You prior military?
No.
Did you qualify with your weapons this year?
Yes.
And what did you qualify with? Like handgun, shotgun?
Handgun, shotgun.
Any extracurricular? Did you take your use of force training? Did you have use of force training?
Yes.
Everything is okay with your PATA, up to date? You ever had any prior involvement in any shootings?
No.
Alright, let's, this is sort of your opportunity to tell us through your words, alright? Let's talk about what you got on work at 2:30. Just tell us a little bit about your day.
How did the shift go?
It's pretty uneventful. Pretty slow day. And I don't remember exactly, but I want to say we had maybe 6 radio assignments.
Okay. Making traffic stops or business checks or?
You know, I don't really remember exactly what we had done prior. I just know that it was a pretty slow day.
Okay, fair enough.
At some point, you became aware something was happening. Do you remember where you were? Or
Yes. We were on lunch at the 2nd District.
you were inside the house, or the station house?
Yes. I was in the roll call room. My partner was downstairs working out.
Okay. And then how did you become aware that something was going on?
We were listening to the first couple minutes of the chase.
You guys,
going on over the radio.
you guys on your portable, you guys have speakers in the station
Portable.
house, or? So tell us what you did then.
First couple minutes I sat there, my FTO came up from the basement where the gym is and said, "Do you want to get involved?" And I said, "By the time we get there, it's probably going to be over." And he said, "Do you want to get involved?" And I said, "Yeah, let's go." And we ran out to the car and got in the car.
Okay. Then approximately when you get in your car, do you remember where they were as far as where they were in the pursuit, or?
I believe they were at that roundabout by Steel Yard.
Okay. So you guys hop in your car, they're at the roundabout, somewhere around there. What do you do?
We went right to the highway. Got on. By the time we had gotten in the car and everything, I think they were going down 14th, I think it was, to Abbey, and we're beginning to jump on the highway, so we jumped on the highway.
90.
Jumped on 71.
71,
to
okay.
go to 90.
All right.
What happened then?
He pretty much drove as fast as he could to try and catch up. We were at Dead Man's Curve, I believe, when they were at 72nd. We went up to 72nd, got off. When we got off, we were following a 3rd District car because we figured they knew where they were going. We really didn't know where we were.
Was there any other cars in front of the 3rd District car, or you're just following a lone car trying to
We were
catch up?
kind of following a lone car to catch up.
Okay. So then what happens?
And then we went down a few streets again. I don't really remember what they were. I'm not too familiar with the area. But we pulled onto Wymore, I think it was, and turned into the driveway to the school. And as soon as we turned into the driveway, we were right there.
Okay. So when you're on probably Euclid, is there just still that lone 3rd District car, or do you catch up to
No, by that time on Euclid, there were a bunch of cars that had been pulling down Wymore.
Do you know approximately how many, or?
No, because I think that road is kind of a dirt road, or they're doing construction or something, and they had kicked up a bunch of dirt, and we couldn't see too far ahead.
Did you see any other agencies as far as cruisers?
No, all I saw was Cleveland.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna flip to, let me show you a couple maps here.
We have some perspectives there, so, if need be.
All right, so you turn up to Wymore, so Euclid is down here. You turn up Wymore. What you really can't see at this point is there's the access road. It's right here.
Okay.
All right. This is what you were describing, I'm assuming, is the dirt coming up. Okay. So you come up to the drive. I want to show you a closer picture. Okay. And this is essentially right here where this lays on. You're still behind cars, right? Other
Yes.
cars. Do you recall? Which drive did you
We
go up?
pulled down this drive here.
This drive here.
Yes.
Okay.
You pull into the driveway, what's going on in front of you?
As soon as we pulled up, we started hearing shots going off.
So you just, Wymore, you cross Terrace, you're in this driveway, in this grove of trees here. Have you even made this turn yet when you hear the gunfire? Or are you down in this section here?
we made the turn.
So you're actually up in this area here where this pavement changes?
We were right on that side.
Okay.
Can you do me a favor? We're trying to get approximate. Doesn't have to be exact. All right. Can you just draw on the map here approximately where your car was?
Okay.
Right there.
So that's, you start hearing gunfire there?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on? What do you see?
As soon as I heard the shots, I said, "Oh shit!" I went like this because I thought we were being shot at.
You're still in your car?
Still in the car, yes. I tried to duck down, but try and crouch down as low as I could.
Try to crawl in the
to-
glove compartment. I mean, seriously, I you know.
Try to get behind the engine block as
Right.
best I could.
Yeah, another one with the cars.
All right. So, this is, we got some cars laid out here.
Mhm.
And you say you are where again? Go ahead, just draw me out there a little card. So, okay, and what's going on in front of you? Is there another car in front of you, another zone car?
The only cars that were in front of us were 238 and 217.
Okay.
Is there anybody to the right? I'm sorry. Is there anybody to the right of you, or?
I know there was a car there, I just don't remember. At that time, I didn't know who it was.
But I mean, there was a car there.
Yes.
Just don't know who it is.
Where's that, I'm sorry, you said to the right, there's another.
Of his-
There's another car over here
So there's
somewhere.
another zone car to your right then?
Yeah,
Okay.
we may have been up a little bit more, but that was our approximate.
Okay. All right. And what's going on in front of you up there?
I just see a cloud of smoke, and I keep hearing gunshots.
Are you hearing anything, people yelling, shouting?
And not at that point, I really don't remember.
Okay. What happens next?
After I ducked, I saw my partner open his door and got out of the car. And I remembered one of the things they always told us in the academy is get out of the car because it's a coffin. So I thought, okay, I gotta get out of the car. And when I opened the door,
Mike Belton, 101.
where I thought we were being shot at was directly, where I would have got out was directly in the line, what I thought at the time was
Okay.
the line of fire.
Okay.
So after I got out of the car, I turned and fired 2 rounds into the windshield. And then as I was running backwards to try and get behind our car for cover.
The questions that we're asking, I mean, we'll ask you specifically if you know information now. Just try to give us the answers right now of what you knew then,
Okay.
okay? Or what you thought then.
Mhm.
So you fire how many shots? I'm sorry,
Two
shots
shots.
into the windshield.
Yes.
Do you know? I mean, were you shooting for anything in particular,
I
or
was shooting for the driver.
and then you retreated back?
Retreated behind the car.
Which side of it?
I came around this way, and then came around to this side of the car.
Okay. Was your partner there?
Yes, my partner was next to me.
All right. Now, I just want to clarify. You're opening the door and you know rounds are coming down your side of the car. You come out, you take 2 shots, and you backpedal.
I was shooting as I was going backwards like this.
Okay, all right. At that time, did you know how many rounds you fired?
No.
Okay. How did you know it was 2 rounds then?
After, I'm sorry, after everything was done, I knew that I had shot twice. I guess I didn't know at the time that it was 2 rounds.
That's fine. How did you find out?
After when they did a check of our weapon.
Do you know who checked your weapon?
It was Lieutenant Tim.
Did they take your weapon at that point, or?
No, not at that point. We had to go down to homicide and turn him
I mean, they didn't remove it to inventory your weapon?
They removed it, they checked it, checked the rounds and everything, then gave it back to us. And then we had to go down to homicide and turn him in.
Okay. All right, we kind of jumped ahead there. You bail out, you come around the back side of the car here. What happens next?
I fired again,
You fired again?
yes.
Okay. What were you aiming at then?
Same spot,
Same spot?
yes.
Okay, just so I'm understanding, I'm a little confused now. Did you fire 2 rounds then, or 2 rounds total?
4 rounds total.
4 rounds total?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you going across the hood, across the roof of the car? Are you hunkered down behind the car? Where is it?
Hunkered down.
Okay.
Hunkered down, popped up a little bit, and
Engaged?
fired again.
Okay. Where's your partner? Your left or your right?
My partner was on my left.
He's on your left, okay.
What are you seeing up here?
When I was firing, I was looking at the driver, and then I stopped firing because I saw somebody jump on the hood of the car. Another
Which-
police officer.
The hood of
The
the suspect car?
Yes.
Do you know who that was?
Not at the time, I didn't.
Did you see what they were doing?
Yes, they were shooting down into the car.
So initially, you stopped firing,
Yes.
not because everything was calm at that point, it's
I
just
didn't-
someone was in your direct line of
someone
fire?
I didn't want to hit.
Correct.
Okay.
Then what happens?
I'm not too sure. I want to say I made my way up to behind this car.
Okay.
The CPD car?
Yeah.
Shooting still happening?
No, by that time the shooting was done.
The shooting, so
Yes.
primarily the way you recall is guy jumps on top, he shoots inside, and then everything
And
stops?
that's really the last thing I remember at that point.
Okay. Anybody still yelling out verbal commands?
I
Show
couldn't
hands,
tell
hold
you.
fire, cease fire?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
During any part of the pursuit, did you or your partner, I guess it'd probably most likely be you, did you guys use the radio at all?
No.
Were were you hearing on the radio?
We heard that the suspect was pointing a gun out the window. We heard the person that was calling out the chase said, I remember him saying, "Be careful, he's pointing a gun."
Okay. What else did you hear?
Just the streets that they were passing in the 2nd District, and then once we got in the car and were actually in pursuit, we heard them calling out the streets
Okay.
on the east side.
Did you hear anybody broadcast the car getting rammed?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember about where you were at when you guys heard that?
I don't remember where I was.
Were you guys in the pursuit when that happened?
The initial time it got rammed, I don't believe we were,
Okay, why do you say the initial time it got rammed?
because there was one time that it was called out on the radio before all of this,
Okay.
that they said, I remember Sergeant Coleman saying that he hit my car.
Okay. When was the first time you saw the suspect vehicle?
As soon as we had pulled into this drive here.
Okay, so at no time during the pursuit,
No.
you laid eyes on the car then?
No.
Okay.
What kind of speeds were you going during the pursuit?
On the highway, I believe we were up to 100 miles an hour. Once we got off, I couldn't tell you, because
What did it feel like?
I really don't know.
Fast, slow?
Fast, for sure. Faster than the speed limit.
Okay.
And this is the first time I've seen a suspect vehicle is up here.
Yes.
You would have no idea how.
As
how
soon
it
as
was
we
driving.
turn that corner.
You have any idea, whether maybe be by radio traffic, any idea how the vehicle is driving?
It sounded like it was going fast. That's all I could gather. They weren't really broadcasting their speeds.
Were you aware of the sex and race of the,
No.
are you aware now?
Yes.
Have you heard the names before?
No.
I mean, do you know the names now, I should
Oh,
say?
yeah, I know the names now.
And you don't remember the names, ever having any prior dealings with them
No.
or anything like that? Just showing you the two pictures. You ever had any prior dealings with them, seen them before? How would you consider the lighting in the parking lot? Is it dark, lit?
I could see, I mean, it was a lighted parking lot, but it was nighttime.
All right. Granted, you got all the cruiser lights flashing and everything else. How good of a view do you have? Can you see inside of the car at all?
Yes.
Okay. And what can you see inside the car?
I can see two figures.
Okay.
The windshield was pretty messed up from bullets,
Okay.
but I saw two figures inside.
Can you see them moving around inside?
No, I didn't see them moving.
Did you ever see any weapons as far as the suspect?
No, I did not.
Did you believe that you were being shot at?
Yes, with all my heart.
He already asked you again, or I believe he asked. Did you hear any verbal commands, cease fire, stop?
I couldn't
Anything?
tell you.
You said that when you had come over here, correct? for the initial shots?
For the initial shots, as soon as I exited the vehicle, I fired.
Did you see any officers in this area?
Not that I remember.
Okay. Then you came up,
I came back around our car
and then,
and fired from here.
okay. Do you remember seeing any officers? Well, I know you said later you saw that one, but
That-
prior to that, did you see any officers in here?
At that point when I fired, I didn't see anybody, but I remember after being next to one of the officers from this car,
Okay,
behind, in the back of this car here.
okay. You think you around said anything?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would assume so, because I was aiming for the driver, so.
Well, your heart rate's up, adrenaline's dumping, you know, you're breathing heavy, so it happens. When you're back here,
Yes.
again, this is your opinion, how far away are you from that suspect vehicle?
I thought we were about 40 feet.
Okay.
I mean, when we first pulled up, I thought we were actually a lot closer than we were. It felt like I was right there. That's why I said, "Oh shit," and ducked, because I thought we were literally right there. I don't know if I had tunnel vision or what, but I thought we were right on the vehicle pretty much.
Okay.
This question is one of those questions that he sort of touched on too lightly, all right?
Mhm.
It's okay if you get offended. I would probably be offended also, all right? Was there, in your opinion, was there any availability or anything else that could have been done other than what was done?
In my opinion, I really don't know.
Do you,
I would have to say no, because I feared for my life.
given the circumstances of the pursuit, you were hearing radio traffic, right, guns?
Yes.
So I mean, you believed it would be armed, correct?
Yeah.
You heard radio traffic when you were pulling up, or actually, did you said you heard the shots pulling up, correct?
Pulling up, yeah.
How long did it feel like that you heard gunfire?
2 hours. No, it.
No, that's a fine answer. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, this is your interpretation,
Mhm.
and that's what we're after.
It felt like they just went on forever.
Did you call for EMS?
No, I did not.
Did you hear anyone else call for EMS?
I didn't.
Whether it be on radio, did you hear anybody?
I didn't
Okay.
hear.
After everything calmed down, what did you do? Did you reload your weapon?
The first thing I did was check my vest to see if I was hit.
And were you injured?
No.
Did at any point did you come up and move anything from the area?
Go up, look in the car.
I looked in the car, but I was kind of at a distance. I was never even close. Probably like the closest I was maybe 15 feet.
Okay.
Do you recall statements of other officers, anything sticking out in your head right after?
One of the things, the guy that I was supposed to work with this month, I went up to him and I said, "Well, it looks like I'm not working with you this month." And he shook my hand and said, "It's okay." And then he said, why are your hands shaking? And
Who was that?
Carl Dooley.
Why were your hands shaking?
Because I was just involved in what I thought was a shootout.
I didn't think you thought right.
When we ask this question, people sometimes get a little apprehensive. There's nothing wrong if you did, we just need to know, right? Did you speak to anyone reference this incident? Other than a union and attorneys?
Yes.
Who did you speak with?
My family,
Anyone else?
friends I received texts from that said I heard you were involved, and the only thing I responded was, I'm okay.
You spoken with any officers reference this incident after?
Yes,
Who was that?
the people that were, the 13, or I shouldn't say 13, a couple of the guys that you guys have interviewed so far.
What was your conversation, course of conversation?
Just talking about what we experienced.
Do you believe your actions were consistent with your training?
Yes,
Do you believe that others' actions were consistent with their training?
yes.
I can't, this next question, I can't emphasize the importance of honesty, right? Did you at any point take any photographs
No,
of the scene?
no,
No cell phone pictures?
no cell phone pictures.
Has anyone, maybe through the course of the conversation with the 13 or anyone else, advised you to lie or sway your answers in any way to us?
I do want to go back to something here, because you're a relatively new guy here. You ever been in any other pursuits in the few months you've been here?
We were in one that lasted 10 seconds. Then the guy bailed from the car went rolling down the street.
A 10-second pursuit. They didn't qualify as a pursuit at 10 seconds?
We didn't even have time to call it out. But we had to do we had to fill out paperwork for the pursuit.
Okay. Get the guy in the foot chase?
No, he was gone. It was fast.
Okay.
5 months on the job, you only got one pursuit, man, lasted 10 seconds. And he didn't catch him. Ofer?
You probably catch more health
Ofer.
without catching than anything else, right? That's fine.
He's the fastest man alive.
Your very first swing, you usually have no clue what happened. The guy rabbits, and you're sitting
My
going,
first one they caught.
Oh, that's what the first before you. Okay, I got you.
First two.
Good for you. Used to have a guy on my shift, we called him the Gazelle. He was the runner. You said later on you found out who was up on the hood of the car?
Yes.
How did you find that out?
Because he was talking about it.
You was talking about it?
Mhm.
Who was that?
Mike Brelo.
Did you see anybody stand on any of the zone cars there?
I didn't see anybody.
Anything you think we need to know about here we didn't ask you? Any other details you want to add, anything you want to say about it?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. You're in this pursuit, you're in lights and siren while you guys are doing this?
Yes.
Okay. No doubt in your mind the bad guys knew that there's cruisers behind them chasing them?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You have any questions, Counselor?
No.
Good.
Okay. All righty. I need you, which one are we drawing on this one? If you could initial off and put your badge number on that for me. Excellent. Sabolik is how you pronounce that?
Yes.
What nationality?
Slovak.
Oh, okay. I'm Croatian. anything else comes up down along the way, you want to reach out to us, reach out to these guys to contact us. We always ask for a point of contact just in case we need it, but obviously if something comes up, we want to talk to you again, we're going to reach out to them first.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing else I can think of. All right?
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. You want to walk them over there? I'm sure it's desk.
We're done here, right?
Yeah. We're done for the day, thankfully.
We might be